I think that everybody's always going to try to find value, and I think the thing that you see with the teams that have long, sustained success are the ones not only that are able to find the talent, but they're able to manage it with the salary cap. It's like a hidden secret of the NFL, so it's a big part of the evaluation process that the Jets are going to have to make sure they make some right decisions, because if you're going to commit a large amount of money, even if it's not the big ticket items, you're kind of attached to that guy for at least 2 or 3 years, so you want to make sure you spend wisely.
I think he will try to land a big fish or two who can immediately put some teeth in that defense. Interior defensive line or on the edge. If you look at Jets' needs the last 5 or 6 years, I would say a natural edge rusher would be right up there. So I think that's something that he probably tries to address. I think he would love a guy like Matt Judon, who he'd be very familiar with from Baltimore. I think Matt Judon's getting franchise tag. So, I mean, as much as people look at the cap space and all this availability and say, well, you got to spend it on somebody, personally, I'm waiting to see how much they actually do that, because I think there's going to be a lot of Howie Roseman and Eric DeCosta and Ozzie Newsome in the back of his head. So we'll see. Again, winning free agency doesn't usually lead to winning a lot of games.
I think last year, and it's no slight to what was brought in because those guys could still play, C.J. Mosley is a big-ticket item. Le'Veon Bell is a big-ticket item. A lot of names that you're like, wow, they signed that guy. And you start off in March, and you've got ready to run through a wall, and you buy the jersey and all this thing. I think this is the year where the Jets say, we've got a budget, and we're going to bring in guys that are going to help make us a better football team that can be accompanying parts to those players. So if CJ's back and healthy, there might be no better middle linebacker in the league. You consider you get him back. This year, I think they're going to be adding a host of veterans. I feel like it's going to be several guys at a good price who can fill in that might not be household names.
I think that there are a couple of things to be mindful of here is where you are in sort of the franchise trajectory. And football things change really fast. So on the one hand, maybe there are people that would say, hey, the Jets still sort of on the build mode. Sam's only in his 3rd season. And in some ways, last year wasn't a mulligan year, but certainly missing all that time early by being sick impacted not just him, but the entire operation. So I think that Joe, and don't know that we've really seen anything in terms of what his track record is because of the fact that he was hired way past the point where all these free agents were, mostly signed. But I'd imagine they know what's competitive in the marketplace and how the, specific needs they're going to have. And we've been talking about the offensive line, but there are some others as well. Probably wide receiver could be one, and whether that's addressed in the draft or free agency, that you can go in there and talk about trying to find value, but you have to pay.